discussion. Let's see, we talked about a lot of similar issues as everyone else. We did have a little bit different discussion that started off though with resiliency. And we were talking about some concerns around the transmission issues around BPA, and then how can we make ourselves more resilient? How is eWeb planning on making themselves more resilient if there are transmission line and transmission issues with the power? Like, how do we support our local community? Mostly right? Yeah? Okay. That was one I hadn't heard come up yet. And so how do we locally support our community through those type of issues? We also had a nice discussion, thank you Commissioner Borowski, about power rates and the contract that they're going to be in with BPA for the next 20 years. And then of course, one of my favorite topics, we talked a lot about water quality, we talked about algae in the river flows, the second source treatment plant, a little bit about that, source of our water, options, resiliency around the second source treatment plant. And then, we talked about how do we get favorable peak rates, those kind of things, back to rates. Sorry, I was so engaged, I didn't do the best job taking notes, but again, it was a lovely discussion. Then we switched into Leesburg, and we had a lot of conversation about transportation, of course, whose responsibility the bridge was. Not ODOT, it's Lane County, thank you. I'm learning a lot tonight. I don't normally work in the generation world. We also talked about whose responsibility for invasive treatment when and if the lake goes away and then we have invasives there. There's some Japanese knotweed around. How would we be treating those? Those were some of the questions. A lot of, whose responsibility. Make sure that's really clear with our communications too. Let's see, I think that's about what we have. Anybody have anything else? All right, thank you for the wonderful discussion, folks.
Thank you, Susan. And